Today I'm going to be showing you how to get the 2TC achievement in Bloons 6. So we're going to start off a run for chimps over here on logs. The 2TC achievement just means that we only have 2 towers at any point, and because it's chimps we can't actually sell any of the towers and get another one. And I wanted to do a build with no micro, so we're going to place down a wizard monkey down and then to the right in this corner. This is the most important placement of the run here. So make sure you really get that wizard monkey in the bottom right, and we're going to get the guided magic. This is going to turn into an archmage later on in the run. The archmage was recently buffed and is very strong. I did also check out the Sada abilities now, and Sada is very micro heavy if you want to do 2TC with that hero now. But I also didn't want to have a strategy that relied on having a certain hero. So we see here we're close to round 8. We're going to get the intense magic right when we get there. And we definitely wish we could upgrade this further, but we don't want to stray from the build. This is a nice example of how close you can cut the corners on these beginner maps. We're going to be saving up all the way to the heli pilot, which is going to be the carry from the mid game to the late game for us. There we go, popping those. The archmage is going to be really good in the later portion of the game where there's a lot of mobs. Archmage recently got that buff to damage on mobs, so it's really strong now. And because it can see invisible units, we can hit all of the DDTs with that extra bonus damage, and it's really nice. I think it's one of the primary reasons we're able to do this build with the Apache Prime with no micro. So here we go, the scary part, you see that red bloon down there getting picked off by the guided magic. It's close, but not that close. And I'm hoping nobody at home has a problem with that, because I'm sure there's some RNG here with the projectiles. There's always something that can go a little bit different, but I liked this build because we were able to take the risks early on here. And there we go. Popping that bloon on the bottom path, guided magic is really good here. Still sitting around a little bit for the heli pilot. These 2TC runs are definitely not speed runs. And here we go, we're going to get a bunch of cash here. So make sure you are ready to get the heli pilot towards the end of this run here. There we go. End of round bonus cash, we're going to go to the left and then down. Right there in that corner, it's not super important, but it is important that you move the heli pilot over there to the intersection of the track. You don't need to micro it at any point after that. We're going to be sitting here until we get up to 1500 cash. We want to get Pursuit online so that we get a ton of value from the heli pilot. And we see as those balloons come back around, they run into both the wizard monkey and the heli pilot at the same time, so those regrow balloons are not a problem for us. So we're waiting just a little bit longer here. I know the early portion here is a little slower than we usually have on this channel, but we can see we're getting close to 1500. Waiting till the end of this round, and then we're going to get that upgrade. Quad darts Pursuit. And now the heli pilot's going to do what it needs to do, but we need to come over here and get the monkey sense as soon as we can. We don't want to forget to do that and then have round 24 come around and we don't have the camo detection we need. So it's really important that you get that. And then I know it's really tempting to spend your money, but it's close to round 28 now, and we need to get the razor rotors so that we don't leak every single lead balloon that comes in. It's also a really good upgrade in general. So we see here right before round 28 rolls around, we're going to have the cash we need. A little bit of time to spare, but make sure you're ready and paying attention there as round 28 comes. And then we're going to need to shore up our camo detection. So we can't go the bottom path here on our heli pilot. We're going to have to go for the middle path so that we don't have problems with the camo balloons that are going to be coming our way. And then we're going to be sitting here for quite some time. We need 21k for the Apache Dart ship. We're on round 32 now. But the Razor Rotors heli pilot is still pretty strong here. We're going to go ahead and get the Arcane Blast and the Arcane Mastery before we jump ahead though. Just for a little extra security. Because we don't have any value accrual in like a hero or banana farms, it doesn't matter when we get these upgrades. But now we're jumping ahead to round 49. We're getting that Apache Dart ship upgrade. And then we're going to be sitting around waiting for the Apache Prime, which is 48.6k. It's a very expensive upgrade, and we're going to get it here on round 75. And this very expensive tower is great in 2TC because it gets us a lot of value from a single tower. Then we're going to come over here and get the Arcane Spike, 10.8k. We're on round 78, and then we only have to wait a little bit here before we get the Arcane Spike on round 79. And we're going to be sitting here waiting for our Archmage. Round 87 we pick that up before we get into the 90s, which is great. The 90s are a big difficulty spike in 2TC, so we have all the stuff we need before we get there. We see the Archmage is only at 100k right now. So we'll check back in here at round 100 and we see we're at 770k, which is a ton of value. And we see all the damage we're doing on round 100. I think this tower is definitely worth including now with the buffs that it has. It's a very strong tower for the late game. I would definitely recommend getting another tower prior to that and then finishing your build with the Archmage. But we see there we've caught up to 800k and our Apache Prime was at 1.2 million. And there you have it. There's your 2TC challenge, your Monkey Star being the Apache Prime, of course. And we can come over here and get our rewards. You get 2 monkey knowledge points and an insta monkey, which is a pretty nice reward for just a single run. Thanks for watching.